Hey Patriots fans, let's dive deep into what's been happening with the New England Patriots so far this season. And trust me, there's a lot to unpack. One of the biggest stories has been the resurgence of the offensive line, which honestly, after last season, nobody was expecting to see this kind of performance. Going into the season, there were so many questions. Could they actually protect the quarterback? Could they open up lanes for the running game? Last year, it felt like the line was constantly on the verge of collapse, and watching the team struggle week after week was tough. But now, things are looking completely different, and it's not just a small improvement. It's a total transformation. Take the game against the Panthers, for example. Well, Campbell put together an absolute masterclass. 22 snaps, 0 sacks allowed, 0 pressures, 0 quarterback hits, 0 hurries, and a perfect pass blocking efficiency. That's exactly the kind of consistency you want at the left tackle position, especially from a rookie. It wasn't just a fluke either. Looking at the broader line performance, Ben Brown stepped in for an injured teammate and didn't miss a beat. Garrett Bradbury had some ups and downs, but overall, the unit was dominant. Michael Winu and Morgan Moses were both shining, and even though there were some mistakes here and there, the line collectively exceeded expectations. They didn't just do better than last year. They were completely night and day from the struggles of the previous season. The fact that Drake May was able to operate comfortably back there is a direct result of this improved protection. When your quarterback isn't under constant pressure, he can go through his progressions, make reads, and hit the right targets without panicking or forcing throws. And that's exactly what we saw. Drake May's performance in that game was remarkable. He completed 14 of 17 passes for over 200 yards, threw 2 touchdowns, and didn't toss a single interception. His completion percentage for the season is hovering around 74%. He's approaching 1,000 passing yards in just 4 games, and he's throwing more touchdowns than interceptions by a comfortable margin. These numbers don't just look good on paper. They reflect a quarterback who is settling in, gaining confidence, and making smart decisions with the football. The difference between this season and previous ones isn't just about talent. It's about execution and support. When the offensive line performs at this level, it amplifies everything the quarterback does. Drake May can sit in the pocket, survey the defense, and make precise throws, which we saw over and over in the passing chart from that Panthers game. Usually, the early weeks of the season involve shorter, more cautious passes as the quarterback adjusts. But May is now stretching the field and hitting receivers in stride, showing growth and comfort that was lacking before. And speaking of receivers, Stefon Diggs is finally starting to show the kind of impact everyone hoped for. After a slow start to the season, Diggs exploded against the Panthers, dominating the field and creating separation like a veteran playing in his prime. 6 catches, over 100 yards, and an average of nearly 17 yards per reception. This is vintage Stefon Diggs. He looked like a completely different player from the first few weeks, more comfortable, more confident, and finally syncing with May in a way that creates big play opportunities. It's clear that the coaching staff is finding the right balance, using him in the slot more frequently and giving him the space to thrive. His snap count is increasing each week, and while the team is managing his workload to keep him healthy, it's obvious he's becoming a central part of the offense. The chemistry between Diggs and May is critical, and we've already seen how well they connect on deep passes, back shoulder throws, and routes over the middle. The trust and timing between a quarterback and his top receiver are everything in the NFL, and this week, Diggs is showing that he's hitting his stride. The Patriots' offensive success isn't just about individual performances either. It's about cohesion. When the line holds, the quarterback has time, and the receivers are getting open, the entire offense operates on another level. Drake May isn't scrambling for his life anymore. He's reading defenses calmly, finding his targets, and the game plan is clicking in ways it hasn't in years. The offensive line's performance has allowed the running game to function better as well. When the tackles are holding their blocks and the guards are controlling the interior, running backs have room to move, and that balance is key to keeping defenses honest. This balance between the pass and the run makes the Patriots much harder to defend, and it's reflected in numbers. May's passing statistics are impressive, yes, but they're also sustainable because the team is creating the right conditions for him to succeed. Even beyond the stats, the energy from the offensive line and the skill players has a psychological effect on the entire team. There's a confidence that spreads when the quarterback isn't constantly under siege and the offense is moving the chains. Opponents have to respect the line and account for both the pass and the run, which opens up opportunities elsewhere. For example, tight ends and slot receivers are finding more space, running backs are hitting bigger holes, and the offense as a whole looks more polished and decisive. That cohesion comes from preparation, from understanding each other's tendencies, and from executing in high-pressure situations. It's clear that the Patriots have been building toward this all offseason, and now it's finally coming together in live games. And while Drake May is the centerpiece, we can't ignore the supporting cast making everything possible. Will Campbell has been a revelation. Ben Brown stepped up when needed, and Morgan Moses and Michael Wenu have provided stability and power. Garrett Bradbury might not always show up in the highlights, but his contribution in keeping the pocket clean has been vital. Every member of that line is playing a role that complements the others, and the result is a unit that's more than the sum of its parts. This isn't just improvement, it's transformation. Last season, we were worried every time May dropped back to pass. Now there's trust, rhythm, and control. The difference is night and day, and it shows in every facet of the offense. The numbers speak for themselves, but so does the eye test. Watching the Patriots move the ball with timing, precision, and confidence is a stark contrast to the disjointed efforts we've seen in previous seasons. For games in, the record might not fully reflect the level of performance we're seeing, but the trends are undeniable. The offensive line is playing at a high level. Drake May is thriving. Stefon Diggs is finally asserting himself, and the rest of the skill players are contributing effectively. It all adds up to a team that is trending upward, building momentum, and showing signs that they could be a serious contender if they maintain this level of play. And this isn't just about one game or one quarter. The improvement has been consistent. Week after week, the Patriots are refining their techniques, executing their game plans, and gaining confidence. It's exciting to watch, and it's giving fans a reason to believe again. This offense is becoming something special, and if the line continues to protect, May continues to make smart decisions, and Diggs continues to find open space, we could be witnessing the start of the season where New England surprises a lot of people. The pieces are falling into place, and the cohesion is building. It's not perfect yet, but the trajectory is undeniable. Now, moving beyond the offensive line and quarterback play, the Patriots' passing game as a whole is starting to come alive, and one of the main reasons is how the team is finally leveraging their weapons effectively. Stefon Diggs is a perfect example of this adjustment. He wasn't fully integrated into the offense in the first few weeks, and you could see the hesitation in how often he was targeted. The team was still figuring out how to get him into the rhythm with Drake May, how to get him the snaps he needed to make a difference. But against the Panthers, everything clicked. His ability to create separation, find soft spots in zone coverage, and adjust to May's timing made him virtually unstoppable. Diggs' catches weren't just routine completions. They were explosive plays that shifted momentum and kept the defense on its heels. What's even more impressive is the way he's learning to read the field himself. He's anticipating pressure, adjusting routes mid-snap, and using his understanding of defensive schemes to maximize yardage after the catch. That level of awareness isn't something you can teach overnight. It's developed through experience, chemistry with the quarterback, and, most importantly, confidence. And right now, Diggs is building that confidence week by week. It's not just about Diggs either. The Patriots have several other targets who are stepping up and making defenses pay for focusing too much on one player. Whether it's a tight end sneaking open over the middle or a slot receiver finding space on short routes, the variety of options is forcing opponents to cover the entire field. When the offensive line gives May that pocket time, he has the ability to go through multiple progressions and hit whichever receiver is in the best position. That balance and unpredictability is crucial in the modern NFL, where defensive coordinators are constantly scheming to disrupt rhythm and force mistakes. The Patriots' ability to spread the field and execute precise reads has elevated their offense from competent to potentially elite. The running game is another key factor that often gets overlooked but has been quietly effective this season. With defenders needing to respect the passing threat from May and Diggs, running backs are getting cleaner lanes and more opportunities to gain chunks of yardage. The offensive line is facilitating this by maintaining solid run-blocking fundamentals, opening gaps, and sustaining blocks long enough for backs to find space. This has created a more balanced attack, preventing defenses from stacking the box against the pass, which in turn allows May to operate with even more confidence. The interplay between run and pass has been subtle but impactful, and it's a big reason why the Patriots are controlling time of possession more effectively than many expected. Sustained drives aren't just about scoring. They also keep the defense fresh, control the tempo, and wear down opposing units over the course of a game. Speaking of tempo, another thing that has changed this season is the team's approach to play calling. Mike Vrabel and the coaching staff are showing flexibility, adjusting the plan based on what the defense is giving them in real time. They're mixing quick passes, deeper throws, and zone reads with short runs to keep defenders guessing. This isn't a static offense, it's adaptive. Drake May thrives in this system because he's smart enough to process defensive looks quickly, make adjustments at the line, and execute the plan without forcing plays. And we've seen that maturity in his game this season. He's managing the clock, minimizing turnovers, and making decisions that put the offense in the best position to succeed. That level of control is something the Patriots have struggled to achieve in previous seasons, but now it feels like everything is coming together at the right time. Another critical element is the chemistry developing between Drake, May, and the rest of the receiving core beyond Diggs. Tight ends are finding open lanes, running backs are becoming reliable outlets, and secondary receivers are capitalizing on mismatches. The precision in timing routes, back shoulder throws, and intermediate routes has become increasingly consistent. When the quarterback trusts that his receivers will be in the right spot, it makes the offense much more dynamic. And when that trust is paired with protection from the line, the margin for error shrinks dramatically. You can already see defenses adjusting their coverages to try to compensate, which opens up opportunities for explosive plays and creates a ripple effect across the field. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In what could be the most shocking shakeup of the NFL offseason, whispers are swirling around the league that Christian McCaffrey, the star running back of the San Francisco 49ers, might be heading east to don the iconic navy and red of the New England Patriots. Sources close to the situation are calling it a fluid and evolving scenario, but the rumor mill is ablaze with speculation that a deal could be closer than many think. McCaffrey, known for his unparalleled versatility as both a runner and a receiver out of the backfield, has been a cornerstone of the 49ers offense. His ability to change the dynamic of a game with a single play has made him one of the most coveted players in the league. Patriots fans, already eager for a spark in New England's offense, are reportedly buzzing with excitement at the mere prospect of McCaffrey in Foxborough. Insiders suggest that the Patriots could be looking to reshape their offense entirely around McCaffrey, potentially pairing him with their current young talents to create a dual-threat nightmare for opposing defenses. The move, if it comes to fruition, would not just be a player acquisition. It would signal a bold statement from Bill Belichick and the Patriots front office that they are ready to shake up the status quo and compete at the highest level immediately. Meanwhile, the 49ers are said to be weighing their options carefully, with some league sources hinting that salary cap considerations and a desire to pivot toward a younger core might be influencing McCaffrey's potential departure. Fans and analysts alike are debating what this would mean for San Francisco's championship aspirations, especially given how integral McCaffrey has been to their offensive schemes. The rumor, while unconfirmed, has already sparked a frenzy on social media. Fans from both coasts are speculating on jersey sales, offensive formations, and how this move could tilt the balance of power in the AFC. Could McCaffrey be the missing piece for a Patriots resurgence? Or is this just another tantalizing off-season whisper? Only time will tell, but for now, the NFL world is holding its breath, caught in the electric thrill of what might be the blockbuster story of the year. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.